Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be how to soothe your irritated skin. So recently I have struggled with some pretty irritated skin the past couple of weeks in the last month, and I'm just getting back to a nice place of equilibrium with my skin. And usually that happens when I'm either overdoing it with chemical exfoliation or I'm trying some new products and maybe I'm trying too much at one time, or maybe a little too frequently and I'm not easing it into my skin routine as gradually as I should. So if you're interested in seeing my skincare routine to help soothe irritated, inflamed skin, then just keep on watching. So we're gonna go ahead and start the redness routine. So this is how my skin is looking so far. As you can see, pretty red, especially on this side. We got some inflamed pimps in the crib over here. I tried out a couple of new foundations. I think it's one of them. If you haven't seen the video, I will link it here. But one of the foundations in an upcoming video that I'm trying really broke me out, unfortunately. But so it was definitely due to that. And I don't think I was trying any new skincare products, but I maybe overdid it in the exfoliation step of it all. And then that combined with the foundation, and I'm thinking it's more the foundation just because of the type of acne I have. Like these were super inflamed, like super under the skin, almost like hormonal acne bumps, which I don't get too often. Usually it's kind of like little ones, kind of medium size, never this large like I have right here. And this side really took a beating. So this week I've really been trying to kind of get my skin back to a calm place, really reduce the redness, and also help this whole irritated situation that we have going on here. As y'all know, when you have even just sensitive skin, but acne and acne prone skin, when you got some inflamed zits, they like hurt to the touch. It's not a fun time. And so that's when we kind of got to peel them back a little bit, even though the first instinct is to kind of hit it with all the AHA, BHA action. One of the things to do is actually peel it back a little bit and then kind of go into a more calming routine. Some signs that your skin may be irritated, maybe you know you overdid it, but when you get like redness, maybe if you have zits, like they're really inflamed and kind of hurt to the touch, it's definitely irritated. It's kind of one of the biggest signs that I see. Another sign is your skin can be a little bit drier. On the drier side, maybe have that tight feeling and just overall dullness in the skin. So definitely look out for those signs. Now that my hair is all pulled back, we can go ahead and get started. So I had already cleansed my face and I just used my Holi Tashmoo cleanser. I love that cleanser. It is just so calming and it's more of like a milky cleanser and it's really super hydrating. And one of the reasons I picked that cleanser is definitely for the ingredients. And it almost has like that lotion consistency, which I like, so super hydrating. And I don't find that it is too harsh or too built up on my oily skin or like causes me to break out. It's just very soothing. And some of the highlighted ingredients, also why I picked this, it definitely has a blend of 14 amino acids. It has waterlily root and lotus flower, and that's just gonna keep the skin moist and like help maximize the skin's water storage capabilities. It has panthenol, which is also vitamin B5, which attracts moisture to the skin and hold onto it. It has the antioxidants of the blue-green algae. It has some vitamin E, which is gonna help protect the skin's barrier. So with these ingredients, I'm definitely looking for skin barrier health as like one of the main things, again, just to help repair the redness and craziness. So overall, just a really great calming cleanser, really soothing, and it's really gonna help the skin's barrier. So that is what I have used for a cleanser. Now I'm gonna use for my toner step, I am gonna actually be using this Tower 28 SOS Save Our Skin Mist. I have been loving this so much. And basically this thing only has 3 ingredients, which is awesome. I've been loving this. I bought like 2 of the sample sizes because I had seen a couple of reviews and they said it really helped with their maskne and that it helped with zits in the case where they had found that they weren't breaking out as much. And I'm definitely finding the same thing here. And I have now committed and purchased the full size. I feel like I break out a little less frequently since using this. And I just feel like it's calming because it's also recommended for people who have eczema and like, so it's kind of like made for skin irritation. So definitely love using this for especially times like these, but also on the daily. I don't even think you can overuse this. The ingredients, I can't even pronounce it, but it's hypochlorous acid. which basically is just supposed to soothe redness and then cleanse and nourish the skin, and then just has water and sodium chloride. So I'm gonna go ahead and apply this. This has really been a favorite. Didn't think it was gonna be as effective as it is, but it's been great. So the SOS Save Our Skin, highly recommend. So I'm just gonna go ahead and spray my little face with this. And it kind of reminds me, I guess it's the sodium chloride, but it really does remind me of like a pool. It like reminds me of just really summery, like salt, the beach. So I really like this, highly, highly recommend. So basically also what I didn't mention in the beginning of the video, I've been really calming down and cutting back on some of my ingredients, such as like my exfoliation steps in the morning and night. Mostly at night, I haven't been doing a lot, but definitely in the morning as well. Even though in the morning I typically don't use any like harsh exfoliators anyway, but I cut back a little bit on the vitamin C. So just wanted to make that disclaimer there to help my skin calm down a little bit more. But as you can see, a lot of these aren't as active acne, but they are turning into some hyperpigmentation. I did do some like little pimple patches and darts for these big monsters. One of the things I'm gonna do that I wanna incorporate, usually I use this at night with my retinol, but I'm actually gonna be using my NATURIUM Alpha Arbutin Serum 2%, and this also has niacinamide and hyaluronic acid in it. And this is really gonna just help with overall hyperpigmentation. So again, it has that alpha arbutin and niacinamide. So what this is gonna do is just gonna combine to really help target and fade the look of my hyperpigmentation, and just again brighten and even out my skin tone in general. So I'm basically gonna do this right before my vitamin C step. So I'm just gonna go ahead and put some of this on. And usually I like to do this again, like I said, at night before my retinol, but I've been using it in the morning and it's still, like if you can see that, it's super lightweight. It's a really like watery kind of consistency. Not even like really gel, like super lightweight, so it layers well with my other products. So I'm just gonna put that on. Now I'm gonna go in with my vitamin C step, and yes, it is kind of an exfoliation, but it's also just brightening, and again, really wanna target these hyperpigmentation and dark spots now that we're kind of getting into a little bit more of the healing phases than I was in the beginning of the week. Still pretty red, and a lot of the other ingredients are gonna help with the calming down. This is the Peach and Lily Transparency Pro Spot Treatment. And the reason I chose this is just because this is more of like an oily consistency. It's not really, it's like an oil serum more than like a cream or like a gel consistency. And one of the other reasons why I picked this is because, you know, the founder of Peach and Lily, she deals with like eczema, prone skin, and just has sensitive skin in general. So that's kind of what she caters her line towards. So if I'm gonna use something, even though 20% vitamin C seems high, this is specifically formulated and targeted for those with sensitive skin, but still being very effective while gentle. So that's another reason why I'm kind of using this in my vitamin C step. Still getting, again, that targeting and hyperpigmentation, but not letting my skin go too overboard and crazy. So that is why I picked this today. So now that it has settled from that, I'm gonna go ahead and just take it. And you guys will see how oily this is. I literally only take a couple of drops. And then you can just see how oily she is. That's why also I don't like to put a lot. I just don't want to overwhelm my skin, but I kind of like the oily consistency when my skin is feeling more irritated, just because, like I had mentioned, since we are feeling a little bit on the drier side, a little bit tight, it could be just like the weather. You know, we're going to be moving into fall and winter, so I'll probably definitely be reaching for this more. So I like how it's kind of more emollient almost without making me too oily. Okay, so now we can see that oil, it's making us real glowy. My skin is a little bit red, but again, it's from me rubbing all of these products into my skin, so that's bound to happen. I also wanted to put a disclaimer that you can simple down and strip your routine as simple as you want. If you just want to do cleanser, toner, moisturizer, sunscreen, go for it, or the other way around, or just cleanser, toner, moisturizer, you know, go ahead and feel free to strip it down, or even just incorporate. You don't have to incorporate the vitamin C if you feel like your skin is a little too sensitized. Maybe you don't want to do any form of an active and you're just like, let's go with the centella, let's go with those really repairing ingredients. So you can totally do that as well and just stick to like hydratings, like again, the centella, the ceramides, and things like that. So you totally don't have to do this. This is just what I do to, again, help my skin get back from that irritated irritated place, but also still fighting hyperpigmentation since these are my skin concerns right now. This is what has worked for me, so I'm just sharing my routine with you. So the next thing, which has become one of my favorite products, I'm already on my second bottle of this. I love it so much. This is the Glow Recipe Avocado Ceramide Recovery Cream, which has been amazing for my redness and when my skin feels a little bit more on the sensitive side. And this has the avocado butter and extract, which is to help soothe and nourish the skin. It has 5 ceramides in here to help reduce the redness and support that skin barrier health, which is what we're all about when our skin is real mad at us. And then allantoin, which is a soothing ingredient that occurs naturally in our bodies and nature, which is nice. It also has niacinamide in here, which is great. I like using this in combination with my retinols and other actives, AHAs, BHAs, just to help kind of calm the skin, and that way they kind of work together and it's not so harsh on my skin. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this on the back of my hand. This is it. Super lightweight and not super heavy, which is something I like because since I have more of an oily skin type, I don't want something that's gonna clog my pores and be too oily, and sometimes some ceramide cream specifically can kind of make my skin feel that way and really bog it down. So I love this, that it's in a very lightweight serum form. I just feel like it instantly makes it feel so much better, and also helps to moisturize and hydrate my skin. And the last product that I'm gonna use, and I'm actually gonna use this in place of my moisturizer, just because I don't wanna, again, make my skin feel too heavy and bog it down, and I really kind of wanna concentrate on the ingredients that are gonna help repair that skin barrier, help really calm down the skin. And again, I just don't feel like bogging down my moisturizer. I could use a gel moisturizer or something light, so feel free to do that. If you have a really simple one, go ahead. I'm gonna go ahead and just use my Holi Galaliee antioxidant dew drops as a moisturizer replacement, which you can do with this. So some of the keys is niacinamide, which just helps with irritation, fade hyperpigmentation, and then this also has panthenol. Again, it has squalane, and then it also has CoQ10, which is amazing, and that is going to be an antioxidant. So I'm going to quickly put this on, and this is just because I am running pretty late right now. And as you can see, this is more like a creamy, almost lotion consistency. It reminds me of the Tashmoo cleanser. And now for the last step of my routine, obviously it is going to be sunscreen, especially since it is super hot outside today. So I'm gonna go ahead and use my Clear Start Clearing Defense SPF 30. And this is a chemical sunscreen, and it's supposed to be shine reducing. And it's also a like SPF moisturizer kind of hybrid for acne prone skin. I know in the past I don't really like moisturizer SPF hybrids, especially alone. I like using this as my SPF step, but since I am using this in combination with the Holi Galaliee, I feel pretty good about putting this just on my skin and not going in with an extra step of moisturizer. If you're feeling a little bit more on the drier side, go ahead. So I'm gonna go ahead with my 2 fingers. And that is the final step in my soothing, calming skincare routine to combat irritated, acne-prone skin. Alright guys, so that is it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. It was a little bit of a different format today, so I hope you enjoyed this kind of more routine style video, a little bit of a change in background. Let me know in the comments below what your favorite products are to help soothe your skin. Is it ceramides? Is it a nice calming serum, a calming toner? I would love to know. I'm always trying to build up my soothing skincare, repairing type of arsenal, especially when we come into these moments. Like, I love a good chemical exfoliation, but a lot of times your skin just needs you to calm down, needs you to relax. So if you want to see more routine videos like this, you can click this playlist here. Also, if you're interested in some more makeup, beauty type of videos, you can click on over here, and I will see you in the next video.